One fuzz pedal for two types of sounds and anything in between. And in this case, the canned Monster Frenzy Moss comes in a package that makes it stand out from more conventional pedals with its leather cover and its point-to-point wiring. A craftsmanship I'm always fascinated with. So to quote the fable of the raven and the cheese from the famous La Fontaine.
Actually, it's the raven and the fox. But the cheese does have a major part in this story.
Si votre ramage se rapporte à votre plumage, let's see if its song is like its plumage.
I'm getting there. It's going to make sense.
Or in this case, if we can expect a frenzy sound as original as its emulated green leather moss.
See what I did there?
Welcome back to the Weather Base. First things first, a big thank you to Canned Monsters for sending me a unit of their Frenzy Moss. This pedal is meant to hit the market as a high-quality boutique fuzz for bass. As I already mentioned, some features make it stand out from what you normally find on regular pedals. Let's start with the green leather cover, so soft to the touch. Then its big cream knobs, the type that you find on vintage bass guitars. And again, the remarkable point-to-point wiring. Also, the quality of its components, choosing only the very best, according to Canned Monsters, confirms how much care has been put into this pedal. And more than anyone, as an artisan, as a luthier, I know the time it takes to build this kind of handmade device. So yes, the price is not easily accessible, but it's worth the craftsmanship alone. Now, because we are musicians, obviously this is not enough to convince us. It's got to sound good. So what better way to verify this comparing it to other pedals in similar situations and more or less same settings? So the first two contenders are based on the Zvex Woolly Mammoth, the FT Electronica Pachyderm, and the Iron Golden Fuzz for bass.
And we have to thank Davide, known as BassPlayer83 on Instagram, for recommending me this pedal.
Both much more affordable than the Frenzy Moss. Third, the also quite affordable Locus Audio Fuzz Fabrica, based on the Zvex Fuzz Factory, but equipped with rare Czechoslovakian germanium transistors. And finally, the Zvex Mastertron, one of my and many bass players' favorite gated type of fuzz. So something that surprised me a lot about this pedal is how good it sounds at low gain. Precisely what we're going to listen to now. Okay, so these are fuzz pedals, so let's hear their true nature by dialing in an open-sounding fat and creamy saturation. All right, we can already hear some differences. So now let's add some gate or bias or whatever it is that defines the character of these effects. And today's video is sponsored by, I completely forgot to present the next sound sample, which is a synth sound. We are using a Boss OC2 and a Walrus Audio Julia chorus effect to, well, create this synth sound. Have fun. So yes, the pachyderm and the golden fuzz are perhaps the closest clones to a woolly mammoth of the bunch. The pachyderm is handmade in Italy and has an attractive price tag. And the same thing can be said about the golden fuzz, except that obviously it's made in China. But the price is ridiculously low for the quality it offers. I'd say that the main difference between these two and the Frenzy Moss is that this one sounds louder and fuller at both ends of frequencies, especially in the highs where it shines more. The Fuzz Fabrica is not for bass. However, using it with a blend pedal or in a split signal scenario, it takes us into uncharted fuzz-gated territory. I did not try a Fat Fuzz Factory yet, but I would expect it to be more suitable for bass, with more low-end presence than this one. It's wild, it's crazy, the controls don't make any sense, but that's what's so likable about it. When comparing them, the Fuzz Fabrica is a lot more experimental, whereas the Frenzy Moss is a lot easier to control. What can I say about the ZVEX Mastertron except that now that I tested it against the Frenzy Moss, I find it almost civilized. What I find fascinating about it is how good it sounds and feels on bass, both at low and high gain, but also its versatility. Something that can also be said about the Frenzy Moss, but with the addition of fury and excitement. It's easy to use, it feels authentic, and I love the way it reacts to playing dynamics. The sound definitely holds up to the frenzy part of its name and adds a touch of wildness and dynamism that the others miss by a hair. So in summary, if you got the cash, you'll get an exclusive handcrafted pedal that sounds just as good as its overall quality. I do want to point out that there are some slight details that need to be better. I think is due to the fact that perhaps this is a pre-series model. You can see a little bit of glue on the sides, and as you might have seen in detail in the musical parts, there is some slight default of the marking of the letters on the leather. But again, I think it's probably due to the fact that these are the first units for demo. But it's important to point out that for the price, it should be impeccable. I know it's a lot to ask, but again, as an artisan, the attention to details is what makes the whole difference and what the clients expect from us. So apart from these minor aesthetic details, this is really a wonderful pedal. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at the Weatherbass channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. I was on my way out and I realized that I didn't mention something that's quite important. It sounds just as good with an active as it does with a passive bass. So there you have it. But with fuzz, you gotta go passive. Always passive, right? You gotta go passive, right? Always passive. No active, only passive. Take it from me, Mr. T. And while you're at it, try lowering the tone of your bass too. Yeah, you'll be surprised. And yeah, this video goes on forever. And this is my dog. Hello, doggy. And this is my other dog. Hello, doggy. Hey, yeah, come on. Let's say goodbye, okay? Bye-bye. Say goodbye. Oh, come on, guys. Say bye-bye. Come on. No, oh, no, over here. Just there. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Okay. This is... Okay, bye-bye.